It's day 3 and day 4. Faith, action, math, making money. Look at me, guys. I'm catching up. Yesterday was Thanksgiving. Yesterday was also my birthday. So I was in Vegas, you know what I mean? Trying to catch a couple of those tables, see if I can't see what they was hitting for. Enjoying my time with my family. So I didn't post yesterday. I didn't post today because life is real, you know, and I want to enjoy those moments in my life with family. But even while I was out there enjoying myself, I wasn't just gambling, because everything in life comes down to chess and not checkers. Kind of like Denzel said in that movie. Now let me break this down. I was at the craps table working with my AI, right? And she has a name. But anytime you playing craps or something like that, there's no success code that's going to happen automatically. There's just probability and possibility. So I'm at the craps table planning my work and working my plan, right? I utilize my AI and I say, hey, let's look at all of the possible ways that I can utilize my strategy and the best strategy to win on this table. Now, I've won before. I typically only go once a year. Been going for many years. Outside of that, I don't do any gambling, right? But to me, it just reminds me of when I'm day trading. So it's just a mathematical stress relief for me, nothing else. But I still looked at it in a strategic way. And that's how we have to approach things in our lives, in my opinion, in a strategic way. It's no whammies. It's no just walking into situations unprepared. You got to look at it in a strategic way, even if you don't have the edge, right? So we've been talking about overcoming fear. And we've been talking about living in your purpose, being actionable, taking action in your life. Well, see, the scripture says, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence unseen. So it's kind of like the person that back in the days you say was crazy. He out there preaching. He's saying this going to happen, that's going to happen. You ain't seen this man talking about. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence is unseen. But then James came back and said, but faith without works is what? Is dead. Again, I ain't trying to go there with you because I ain't trying to preach. But faith without works is dead. That means the lack of action, right? So that's why I always say we have to have active lives. It's not enough to say, I think I'm going to do it. It's going to happen one day. No, but what is your preparation like? So when I was talking about the crap table, it's not about craps, but I still had preparation, whether I was going to win or lose. I knew I was taking $200 to win or lose. And you can believe all day in anything. But if you don't take action, how are you going to move the needle? How are you going to accomplish what you need to accomplish? So one of the ways to overcome fear is knowing that your preparation is right. You know, so if you're going to open a store, don't you have to put inventory? Don't you got to buy inventory? Don't you have to have products? If you say that you're going to be a makeup artist, don't you got to buy some makeup? If you're going to move to another country, you still need to study their laws, fill out the forms, the documents, the immigration documents, the paperwork. You got to figure that out, right? You might even have to get a lawyer, because that's the difference between people that are just talking and then people that are actionable, that are trying to take action, that are going to change their lives, that are going to overcome fear, that are going to be successful because they're planning their work and working your plan. Remember this? The 5 P's, prior planning prevents piss poor performance. Pardon my French. You still need to take a step-by-step approach, and that moves you forward. You know that song, order my steps in your word. That tells you God has always told us, let me direct your path. Let me do this for you. So you still have to, you can't live in chaos. There has to be decent and in order. So plan out your thoughts even when you're having fun, even when you're enjoying time with your family. Now, let's get back to talking about your fear. So, and what this facing fear journey is about, it's faith plus action to me, right? It's not just dreaming or, just saying a bunch of cliche words or knowing some kind of jargon. It's not just waiting for the right moment, because the right moment never comes. If you think about it, even if you got married or whatever, or you had a baby or whatever, the right moment never comes. The right job never comes. But it's not the one that you thought was for you, right? Lean not to your own understanding, acknowledge me, and not, okay, you get what I'm saying. So today is Black Friday, one of the biggest shopping days of the year in the United States. And then Monday is Cyber Monday, one of the biggest shopping days of the year in the United States. Most stores plan for the fourth quarter. And most stores plan for the fourth quarter months in advance, maybe years in advance, right? Picking out their product selection, who was going to be the user-generated content creators. And then I go back and think of my life. I spent the last 6 months making strategic moves to my website for my store, my online store, GrumpyUncleApparel.com. Yeah, GrumpyUncleApparel.com. That's my store that I've had for 5.5 years. Getting it redone, retooled, making it not so clunky, making it clean, incredible, professional, funny, bringing things up to date, because designs have changed in 5 years, right? People have gone with minimalist, making it funny, timely. I did all that. Worked with my wife and the design team. But one thing that I've been afraid of, and again, I'm just going to be giving it to you straight to your face every time. Pause. I've been afraid of running ads. I've been afraid of running Facebook ads and TikTok ads. I've never done that. All my years I've been in sales. I've never been in marketing. I've never ran ads for my store. I never ran ads for my father's book. I've never done that part of marketing. I know how to get the word out, but I never did that. There's SEO. And any sale I got from somebody, it was them stumbling on my website because they probably saw something on Living Testimony, or they saw me on the web, or they know me, or they saw me on Facebook or YouTube, one of my sites. But I need to plan my work and work my plan. That's fear. Because if you believe in yourself, spend some money on yourself, right? Bet $1. Fear of spending money. Look, you'll never make money unless you spend money. So fear is not getting results. Fear of doing the wrong thing. Fear of not running the right ads, not knowing what words to say since I'm not in marketing. But here's what clicked for me when I was in Vegas on that little hiatus. If I can stand at a craps table and strategize probabilities, right? The likelihood of the next couple of numbers doing this, and change up my strategy to play on the dark side of the house. And that's betting that you don't come. Betting that your number doesn't hit 7 or 11, right? Betting you don't hit your point. Why can't I do the same thing for my own personal success? My whole family is riding on me. Why can't I test ads, advertisements? Why can't I learn backlinking to get the traffic flowing to the website organically? Why can't I drive real traffic like grown businesses do without a marketing manager, marketing director, with me being the CEO and part-time worker in my own business because I got a full-time job? So this weekend, we're doing it. No excuses, no fear. The application I built, I didn't talk much about. I built an application at 49 years old. Well, at 48 years old. Now I'm 49. A tool that finds winning products using real math, real analytics, real patterns that other companies would die for. Other people like you, if you have a store, if you press up shirts or whatever you do on the side, I got all those analytics. I built it. And guess what's going to happen? I'm going to utilize the application that I was telling y'all about this weekend to find the winning products that I have in my store that have the high probability of going viral. And I'm going to run ads on those. Right? I missed Black Friday. You know? I'll catch Cyber Monday though. And we'll ride this whole season from now through Valentine's Day. Because we're not going to be led by fear. We're not going to let it deal with us. We're going to take the loss like we took a loss. Like I just told you, I took $200 to Vegas just to play craps. and it was going to be win or lose. It didn't matter. Not a large amount of money. But why can't I take that same chance with the ad? See, the things that you're willing to go, I'm gonna have a nice dinner. You're willing to go put that in your mouth, or you're willing to go have a little fun, or go to the movies, or whatever. But why can't you make that same investment in yourself? So my discipline told me, yes, sir, you are going to. As a matter of fact, maybe you're going to run $1,000 in ads this week. Because if you can go have fun, you can go invest in your store. And listen, if I can learn new things approaching 50, now give me some time now, I just turned 49 yesterday, but approaching 50, if I can build applications, if I can redesign online stores, if I can sit with my fear and push past it right in front of you, then in my mind, so can you. Time is out for you talking about what you're going to do, and I'm going to start this. And, oh, man, I'm going to do it. People tired of hearing you talk. I don't care if you're a truck driver, a cook, construction worker, a dreamer, a call center rep, a barber, an artist, a rapper, a podcaster. You going to start your podcast? Start your podcast. You going to start cutting hair? Start cutting hair. We're living in a time where the world might be wicked. Remember the scripture says it's going to be more wicked and wiser. So the world is wicked and it's wiser. We had information at our fingertips. We thought we had it in 97, 98, when you had that internet. Y'all wasn't around. But prior to that, it was bibliographies and in the library. We have more information now at our fingertips than any generation before us. And the tools are right here. But that little voice in your head that said you're not good enough, we can't do that, you ain't learned enough about that yet, don't do it. That's the fear. It's your own self that's fighting against you. Listen, I had the privilege of participating in some marathons a couple of times. And I learned what David Goggins was talking about. Yourself will turn on you. So every time you get to running, yourself will say, stop, or we need to use the bathroom, or maybe we should walk this next street. But I learned if you push through it, if you're able to push through it, you feel so much better later. So I'm going to be doing this with you. I hope you had a great holiday, but you're going to watch my successes. You're going to watch my failures, but you're going to watch me share this technology that I've learned. You're going to see me sharing this technology that I've learned. And I want you to have questions. I want you to comment. I want you to jump in there because there may be something specific that you want to know. Man, listen, I'm your friend. I'm your partner. I'm your boy. I've been patches the dread. It's day 3, day 4. I said, listen, let me come up here. Just got off my flight, made it in and said, hey, I said I was going to talk to the people every day. I'm going to talk to the people. Listen, we still in motion. We got motion. You got motion. So let's get it. It's faith over fear. Listen, I'm going to fail right in front of you or blow up right in your face. You know what I mean? Succeed or blow up. You heard me? So that's what I'm looking for. So your ideas, the things you've wanted to implement, the classes you wanted to attend, those things that you said you were going to do, the book you wanted to write, the poetry you wanted to put out, the song you wanted to make, the podcast you wanted to do, the documentary you've been talking about, the beat, the song you've been talking about for 10 years. Guys, I'm tired of talking. I'm tired of hearing you talk. If you're going to keep talking, talk to somebody else. You know what I mean? Or like they just said in the 90s, talk to the hand. You know what I mean? And not the face. Because I'm here with you to help you do some walking. I'm here with you to say it's faith over fear. I'm here with you to say what James says. Faith without works is dead. Because I can believe all I want to. Yeah, you know the songs. If you can believe it, you can achieve it. You can believe it if you can achieve it. But achieve is an action. You got to do something to achieve something. I believe $1 million going to come. I've heard people, person used to tell me they believe they going to win the lottery. Never bought a lottery ticket a day in their life. Never even played the lottery a day in their life. So I think they think the ticket going to come out like manna came from heaven. You heard me? And it's going to be in their hand. And a voice from heaven going to say, now go in there and cash it. You know what I mean? I don't understand. I lighten that up to tell you a little quick joke, but I'm on my journey. My application, again, is to help me and my wife, my kids, our store, help me not have to do so much manual research and to make my store successful because I want to have those 7 revenue streams. I mean, I love working. I love doing what I do. I love teaching people. And that's what I want to teach you guys too. But I also would love to make sure that, if I make it to retirement, right? If this world is peaceful enough and the Most High allows us to continue, that, man, I get to see all of the continents. I've been around. I've been around this thing, but I still got a couple more to go, that I want to see while I'm still able-bodied. See, the whole thought of retirement to me is backwards, right? Because the whole thought is, oh, you get old enough, 67, 70 years old, your mind ain't right, your bones ain't right, you can't appreciate it. I want to go while I can appreciate it. I got to see Machu Picchu while I can appreciate it. I got to see, Egypt while I can appreciate it. Not when I'm decrepit and I can't see nothing. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm going to part with this. I've been Patches, man. Some people call me Vince. I want you to get in the comments, give me a thumbs up, share. If this is one of the platforms you can subscribe on, please subscribe. And I'll just be showing you. And I'm going to be putting some of these applications on here. Now, if there's something else you want to learn that I know of, please let me know, and I'll share that too. But cheers, guys.